Hi guys, my name is Dr. Joe Brown. I want to talk to you guys about pain and inflammation. Whether you're suffering from back pain, joint pain, or any other inflammation that you have, you don't know what to do about it, and you don't know what to take for it. I want to give you guys a list of 9 different things that will reduce your inflammation. It works better than anything you're trying to buy online, and it works better than anything that they're trying to sell you for $29.99. Okay? Number 1, aloe vera. Aloe vera you've probably heard me talk about because aloe vera is typically used for sunburns, rashes, things on the skin. You can also drink it in either gel or liquid form because it helps lubricate, and not just lubricate the stomach and the stomach lining and the intestines, but it actually helps to soothe. So if you have any kind of problems with the skin or on the inside of your intestines, aloe vera is very beneficial. One of my favorite herbs on the planet, favorite plants on the planet. But in terms of anti-inflammatory properties, it gives you a very low amount of anti-inflammatory activity. All right. Number 2, cat's claw. Cat's claw you may or may not have heard of. Cat's claw essentially has studies that are very much for it or very much against it. And cat's claw, I will tell you, has a small to medium range anti-inflammatory property to it. All right, so it will help you decrease inflammation, but again, not really high on that range. Number 3, Boswellia. Now, Boswellia is actually in the Dr. Joe Brown Pain and Inflammation product. The reason why it's in there, and I'm going to list some certain things that are in our products and certain things that are not in our products. Because when I was formulating the Dr. Joe Brown line of supplements, I wanted to make sure that I'm not just using everything that I could find, but I was using specific things that had very high affinity and got people results very quickly from. All right, because I don't want to put you on something that you're going to have to take for 3 months before you start seeing a result. It doesn't do me any good, and it doesn't do you any good. All right, but getting back to Boswellia, Boswellia is very high on the anti-inflammatory list. So it is an herb or a plant that is used, and it's been used for centuries, that decreases inflammation. Number 4, eucalyptus. Now, eucalyptus you may or may not have heard of, or you may have used it for different kind of sinus infections. They actually put it in a lot of natural nose, kind of to open up your sinuses, or if your nose is stuffed, nose is blocked. So they put a lot of eucalyptus and mint and type things like this into those. But eucalyptus actually has a mild anti-inflammatory property of it. So if you live in an area where you have a lot of eucalyptus, I would recommend highly that you use it. It's not really high on the anti-inflammatory list, but it will give you that anti-inflammatory benefit. All right. Number 5, ginger. Ginger or ginger root, which is actually in the Dr. Joe Brown Pain and Inflammation product. Ginger is something that is very good for your stomach. It helps to, if you have an upset stomach, it will help to settle your stomach. So I recommend that you put it in your foods that you're making, or cut off slices and put it in your green tea, black tea, fruit teas, whatever it is that you're making, because it will give you that anti-inflammatory benefit. And remember, for example, if you're drinking black tea or coffee or things like this, those are things that are very high in things that they will increase inflammation. So dark black products like coffee and black tea, they actually increase what's called the COX-1 and COX-2 inhibitors, all right? And so when you're increasing that or stimulating that system, you actually tend to have more inflammation in your body. If you put something as simple as ginger in your green tea, for example, it will decrease that. So it will inhibit that COX-1 and COX-2 inhibition, and you will actually have less inflammation in your system, okay? Number 6, white willow bark extract. Now, you've probably heard me talk about that quite a few times. White willow bark extract is what they actually derived aspirin from. All right, so if you've ever went to the store and bought aspirin or Tylenol or ibuprofen, the reason why these became popular is because they're an anti-inflammatory. And these were first discovered when we figured out how to make aspirin, and they spent time studying white willow bark extract, which comes from a tree, and that's how they made aspirin. And that's also in here, okay? White willow bark extract. Number 7, bromelain and papain. You probably heard me discuss this previously in some of our kitchen videos when we were going through juicing and different things on different fruits and vegetables. Bromelain and papain are actually enzymes that are found in pineapples. And so if you're eating some of these fruits, you're naturally getting a high concentration of these enzymes, which are a natural anti-inflammatory. Number 8, turmeric. Turmeric also in here, like the bromelain, papain, Boswellia, some of the white willow bark extract. But the turmeric is essentially very similar to ginger or ginger root, okay? Turmeric is the orange or orangish red cousin or brother of ginger, all right? So ginger is white in nature, and turmeric is something that you will usually find in your spice section in a powder. But it's actually, turmeric actually comes from a root. And what they do is they grind that powder down, and if you put it on your foods and consume it, or again, chop it up and put it in your foods or your teas, it actually has a very strong anti-inflammatory property to it. And the last part of this is something that, and here I want to do a test with you guys. So, in fact, I'm going to be giving you guys some free products. So the last item I want to list on here is something called Thunder God Vine. Now, do you guys know what that is? So if you guys know what that is, I'm going to actually be giving away some of our Dr. Joe Brown pain and inflammation products. So the first person who can list what Thunder God Vine is, where does it come from, and when was it first discovered? If you can give me those 3 things, write in the comment section below, and the first person that writes that stuff out, I will be sending a free product of this to you. I'm Dr. Joe Brown. Remember, you don't need to live with pain and inflammation. There's things that we can do. Contact me, like, subscribe, and write in our comment section below, and I will either answer you directly and/or put a video out to help you. I'm Dr. Joe Brown. Your health is in your hands.